All right, so the first thing I got to do, I got to rearrange this garage a little bit. I've got to move a few things. I got to get the bike out of here and the wheelchair and resituate myself, set this plywood down on the ground and stuff, because I've got to take the bed apart, and I'm going to take the box and I'm going to slide it right there and lean it up against the wall, and that's where it's going to live for who knows how many months until I decide what to do with it. I'd hate to just cut that up and throw it away. You know, but first things first, get yourself in order before you start your project. Here's the box, and years ago, like I say, they called it box springs because they had springs inside of here. Well, you can see this pushes in and there's no springs in there. It's basically a box. Here's a 1x2 that goes all the way across. And it's basically sides, and I thought the sides would be full, but they're not. There's a bottom rail and there's a top rail, kind of like that, and then they've got little gussets. One there, here's another one right there, another one there, and believe it or not, I started thinking, my silly brain was like, how can I make this box work? I mean, could I make the box work? If I didn't have any plywood and I didn't have anything else, oh, you bet your life I could make it work if I wanted to spend the time to take all these staples out all the way through here. And then there's more for this underneath there, because this black is wrapped down to there underneath that. So I would have to take that off, pull this other black back, and then I would have to cut this, separate it, and then take these little pieces out and take these side pieces out and cut those down, and then basically rebuild it all, put it all back together, so it's still got the black. You need a little staple gun for that and all that kind of stuff. And I could, if I needed to, if it was life or death of fixing it or not fixing it, you bet your life I would figure out how to shrink this box down to about that thick instead of that thick. You see what I'm saying? So is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But I'm going to, because I've got the plywood, because I've got all this other stuff, I'm going to do it the way I talked to you about it. And I thought, what am I going to do with that? And I'm just going to leave it here. And I got the bright idea. What do you think VideoJoe is going to do to get rid of this? Yes, I'm going to put it, if you watched all my videos on condo rehab, condo reno, you would see all the different things that I did in a condo that we had. It's now sold and everything, but you would have seen on there all the different things that I took out that I sold on Facebook Marketplace. So yes, I'm gonna put this on Facebook Marketplace and I'm gonna sell this. I don't know, I'll have to research it and see how much I think I can get for it. Maybe $100. I might be able to get $100 for that. Would you pay $100 if you needed a box for your bed and it was a full and the store was charging $250 for it? Would you pay $100 or $125 in Facebook Marketplace if you saw something like this and I said like new, 4 months old? Here's the front of it where you flop down. This is the bottom, obviously, and you flop it down. This is the top, and see there's rails. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, and that's what makes it kind of sturdy, and it holds up. Now the thing is, making it smaller, you take out a little bit of the strength too, because under the bed it's just the frame, and so it has to span this whole way without breaking in the middle. And so maybe smaller ones are built slightly different than this. If I only wanted one that's half this thick, this deep, let's say. But in any case, I'm going to put this on Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure I'll get at least 100. I might put 135 or something and see what happens. And if I don't get any hits after a week or so, lower it down. But that's better doing that than throwing it away. Recycle whenever you can, and that includes putting your stuff, your used stuff, on Facebook Marketplace. And like I said, this is only 4 or 5 months old. She never touches this. She sleeps on the mattress. So this right now, this is the first time human hands have even touched this since I installed it about 5 months ago. You see what I mean? So I'm going to list that as as new or like new and put, hey, this puppy's only 5 months old. See it to believe it. It's not gonna last long. If you need one, I got it. This is for you. Facebook Marketplace, baby. That's where it's at. Okay, so I'm gonna lean this up over here, take some measurements, and figure out what I'm gonna do. See, it's less than 8 feet long. You can see this plywood's 8 feet long, so I'm gonna take some measurements and figure out where I need to cut this, measure the width exactly, and take some measurements of the actual metal frame. Let me take you in there. I'll show you. Years ago, the metal frames, there's hardly anything to the actual metal frame. And I'll show you here. Lots of bed frames are still like this. See, that's all it is. And here's the little groove. It's just an L piece of metal on both sides. And so I'll double check and take that measurement too. And then, like I say, if I have to put 2 legs, the legs are going to be less than a foot tall, and I can put those in the middle. Boom, boom. Or if I only have enough wood for 1 leg, I put it in the middle. But I think I got enough plywood there. The 2x6, the extra bits of the 2x6. I can have enough for that. So, see, I'm gonna do it, and you can do it too.